Hey, YouTubers! Oh, my voice. Tazman here, bringing you another episode of Tazman's AI Dungeon. Take a big long drink of my water. Maybe that'll help my voice a little. So in our last episode, we went over Ludlia's auto cards. And there was something that I realized I was kind of combing. I don't know if I'll be able to find it again, but we'll try. But I found some interesting things in the actual code that I haven't really seen documented very many places. Afterwards, I started finding it in a couple places, but this is actually something that might be handy if you're playing um, a scenario or an adventure that has Ludlia's auto cards enabled in it. And let's say you do, I'll show you two things. One is if you are in a scenario that has Ludlia's auto cards in it, but you don't want Ludlia's auto cards in it, there's an option for that. Is this my scenarios? Why I got so many? Oh, I know why I got so many. Yeah. Where did I put the lute? Did I put it in here? I think I put it in here. Or no, no, it wasn't make it or break it. That breaks everything. I think it was in here we added Lulia's. We'll double check. So we come down here, go back to edit scripts. Yes, auto cards are right here. So in the main one, so as you see, we have the input, the context, the output, um, which we modified with just those tiny things, but then the library actually had a lot. And what I found in here, I don't know if this is going to work very well. Control F maybe? Oh, good, it does. So I was looking up, I think it was AC like that. And let's go search. Is this it? This might be part of it at least. I was actually looking, excuse me, on the site, but you can actually do commands, it looks like. So you can do /AC and then have a command message. And depending on, you can like, if you just do AC or /AC and then a name, it will actually create a new card with that name. So instead of us clicking and clicking and clicking and clicking until it auto-generated a card, that was still good. You can actually force it to generate a card specifically. You have disabled auto cards. Actually, is this in the auto card thing? In game, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, there's a bunch of options for it that I found, and now I don't remember where exactly I found it. This might be it. In-game commands, AC. They can go in the do, say, or story. I think it might be around here. Actually, I might have even searched COMMAND. AC. There's still a ton of these too, so so there's ones I believe. Hopefully, maybe I can find those commands real quick. We're at 14. AC interact. I think this is the one. So right here, as you can see, in-game commands for AC. So there's just AC, which sets your actual cooldown back to 0, which I think that means it'll immediately try and generate a card based off of information that it had since the last time. If you do AC and then your title, whatever you want the title of the card to be, it will generate a card with that title. And then as you can see, they have an example here saying AC Leah or Leia, I don't know. And that will actually generate a card. Well, technically this AC's part. So that'll generate a card with the title of Leia. Then you can also do these extra things. I've never really done these where like you can do AC, your title, and then another slash, and then your extra prompt details. Not 100% sure what those are. We could test it. We can always test it. And then we have AC Leia, focus on Leia's works. Oh wait, that's the example of the extra prompt. So and then if you do another slash and do more, your starter entry goes here, which I'm assuming is the first one. I'm just not sure exactly what the prompt is. Maybe we should test that. I'm going to take, hey, I'm going to do this. I'm going to take this and we're going to go enter that and see, oh, Control Z, do a C like so. So, then you can actually tell it to redo. So if you do AC redo and then the title, this is going to go and look at the card Leia and it's going to actually go redo it. And then of course you can also do those other options. But then there was down here, the only other one that I really thought was kind of cool. I thought, was it here? API. I thought there was a delete. Invalid titles. I might have passed it. So anyway, it's got some other little functionality that's not necessarily documented very well outside of the code itself. So if we go back into our adventures here, and I deleted that one. This one actually has a auto cards in it too, because I wanted to show you this anyway. So if we come in here, I don't think I've done anything other than just create a character for this. So you can see when you launch something that has auto cards in it, it will actually say that. So auto cards is there, and we actually have right here this auto card. Actually, this reminds me of another reason I want to do this one. So if you ever want to disable auto cards, if you launch something, you're like, I want to play this adventure, but I don't want auto cards, just come in here and in this first prompt right here, it says disable auto cards, set that to true, and it will no longer generate auto cards. Here's what I wanted to test. So we're going to come in here real quick. We'll just leave it in the do. I'm going to hit paste. We're going to modify this and say my title. And this is, we'll call extra prompt. I'm going to do it like this. EXTRA prompt. Just to see where that goes. My guess is maybe that is what goes into the AI generation, is what I'm thinking. But then I wonder if you didn't want the extra prompt, but you wanted the starter entry, can you do that? Can you just do 2 slashes and leave this one blank? And then we'll say starter entry, STARTERENTRY. So if we do that and hit run, and I've never done this before, so I probably should have done it before. There we go. So now you can see AC, my title, extra prompt, starter entry, success. So if we come in here now, we should not, is it not refreshing? Let's hit refresh real quick. Sometimes I've noticed that even without things like Cleo's auto cards and stuff, sometimes your cards get weird. I don't see it in here. Generating, oh, it's generating it. Oh, I'm a dummy. All right, so we need to help it generate it. Select continue. Helps to do what it says. I don't know what it's even generating for it. Maybe it's because of this, but I want to see it if that's what I think it is, where it's actually the AI prompt. I wonder if you just put just a slash there so it doesn't use that, if maybe it will do it. So we still don't have it here yet. We're at 80%. 100%, and now we have a my title card right there. So we'll hit continue to finish that. All right. So now if we go look at it, so there's the my title. Here is the starter entry. And my guess is that that prompt thing is in here. And I'm totally wrong. So I wonder if the prompt. Yeah, I love this. My title, my title, my title, my title, my title. Um, I'm not sure what that prompt thing is. Maybe it gives it a hint. Because we have my title, my title. Um, yeah. Anyway, it does, so you can actually create them on the fly when you want. Um, I could have swore you could delete them too, but I didn't see that in that code. Um, if I went, is there, let's try AC, was it delete or erase? ERA. I would say it's delete if anything. Delete my title. Will that do anything? Oh, wait. No, it created a delete my title. Okay, well, so now we have a delete my title, and we're already losing cards. Look at that. View contacts. This one, some of the story cards. This is actually a really good thing too that I wanted to actually show. Um, so I've said many times, you don't want things that are key to be in your story cards, because story cards are the first things to go. So if we come in here, delete my title here, because I don't care about that. We'll also delete the delete my title that didn't work. It says it's a class. I wonder if I haven't paid attention to see if it automatically calls them all class or not. But here's one thing I wanted to point out that actually is pretty important as far as why you should never do this, which is right here. zzM4nn's is the character that I created. Because story cards get booted first, and there's no guarantee which story card gets booted first, my main character could actually get booted. So this is a reason I would say never put your character in there. And a lot of times, even when I load up a scenario that someone's done, I will go look through all the different things, and you know go and modify things, because as you can see here, we do have the exact same information. I think, let's just double check. So zzM4nn, here it just says you are in front of it. zzM4nn 21 mil, wavy dark hair, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so as you can see, it's basically duplicating. So anytime the word zzM4nn is brought up, not only are we loading the zzM4nn in the plot essentials, it's also loading that zzM4nn. If we go in here, it's so here we are with our plot essentials. If we want to go look at the view token for it, you can see that yes, it actually is loading zzM4nn here. And if we go look at story cards, in this case, zzM4nn isn't the one being deleted or forgotten about. We can go in here and we can see it's basically doing it twice. So if you're someone that is on the free account, that is definitely going to be a waste. And that was one idea I actually had, that I'd like to know if you guys are interested in. Maybe for a couple episodes, we'll go through. You can make recommendations about adventures or scenarios that you actually liked. Maybe we can run those. We can also go through and see how we might be able to tweak them to make them better. Now, this specific scenario, one of the reasons I chose this one specifically is for it has something built into it that I was mentioning a few episodes back about just having a random dice, something that could roll a random dice and simply tell you, yes, it was a success, or no, it was a failure. And maybe if it rolls a random D20, that if you roll a nat 1, it's considered a really bad failure. If it's a considered a nat 20, it's considered a really good success. And then just kind of have, you know, somewhere in the middle, depending on where you want successes to be more common or less, where the middle meets, you know, like, I don't know, what's the middle? Probably around 11-ish would be kind of the middle for, you know, from 10 to 2 is a failure, and then 11 to 19 would be a success, and then of course nat 20 net. So anyway, this scenario I actually found kind of has that built in, but from what I've seen for a free account, it's terrible, 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 terrible. And the reason for that is because they've done, I'm assuming this is where you have to do it, is in the AI instructions. But if we come down here, we get novelty progress. I don't want to go down too low because I want just uh, what I'm showing. Okay, so right here, I don't even know what this scenario is about. I just saw that it had this dice thing and thought it was kind of cool. So here you can see it says, remember when the player's action using do or this, which technically I believe when you do a do, if you go look at the token being sent, when you're in the do action, no matter what you're doing, it actually adds this little caret in front of it. I can show you what I mean real quick. So let's just say, I say, and then hello. I have no idea what's even going on. Don't know if hello's something that would be proper to say here or not, but I just want to show you what I'm talking about. So up in the AI stuff, usually up here there's a thing that says that, oh, actually here's the dice thing right here, I think. Oh, someone's cheating. Or not 50%. Maybe that's not what I was thinking. But sometimes there will be this thing saying, if this token is detected, then go ahead and consider it an action. So if we go down here and we go, I believe, to the view complete text, and if we come down quite a ways, we should get to where we were. And as you can see, it has that little caret there saying, I say hello. Now, if I were to do that same thing, but not do it in the do, it will just simply say hello. So if I say HELLO, like so, and hit say, it's like, dude, why you keep saying hello? You broken or something? So now if we go look at this one real quick and go to details and view complete, go all the way to the bottom again. So you can see, it actually didn't even write that one this time. Well, that's not good. That doesn't help. But what I've seen is if you do it with just the say, actually maybe it still did it. You say hello, you say hello. Actually, was there 2 in there? Maybe there was 2. So when you do a say, it's actually doing a do action with the you say in front of it. I think is what that was demonstrating more or less. Let's just double check because I think, yeah, so here's the you say hello. I don't see the other use. Oh, there it is. You say hello right there. So anytime you're actually typing in just the say, it's actually doing this thing that says that it's an action, and it automatically will say you say every time that you actually are just talking. All right, so let's talk about what I was wanting to talk about. As you know, we're very limited on our tokens under the free account, and that's where something like this all of a sudden becomes a big deal. So if we come into here and do right here, so this is where it's saying we're doing a roll, right? So when the player's action using do or the little caret there or greater than, less, that's the greater than, includes the phrase bracket, check, bracket, you'll narrate a d20 roll, a number between 1 and 20. So it's saying you're going to do a random number. Now, if we continue, we say, if the roll is a 1, I don't know why it has all the stars around it, but if the roll is a 1, describe critical failure with extra negative consequences. If the roll is a 20, describe a critical success with extra positive benefits or unexpected advantage. If it's 8 to 19, so they're actually giving you more for regular success. So 8 to 19 then becomes a regular success. If the roll is 2 to 7, then it's a regular failure. So they're giving you more chance of actually getting success. So that's not terrible, but this next part is where all of a sudden, if you're on the free account, you're going to be hurting really bad. In fact, let's just check really quick. As you can see, we're on the free account. We're only like 3 actions in. And as you can see, the entire bar is pretty much all full. I don't think, are we losing anything yet? If we go in here, it's already having to store memories, but we haven't lost anything yet. So that's good. But it has had to store memories. We are using 100% of our plot essentials. We're using 100% of our author's note. We're using 100% of our cards right now, which is just one that's being loaded. Our AI instructions, 100%. And then, of course, the response buffer doesn't really matter. So right now, we're maxed out pretty much. If there's any additional info on top of this, it's going to, as this story goes on, we're going to start flagging that we're losing story cards pretty quickly. And this is why. So we have this simple little thing here talking about roll a d20. These are the different conditions. However, then I'm not 100% sure if this is necessary, but this is the big part right here. Then they give an example. So vary the roll number and descriptive outcome each time. And they say example, player input, and expected AI outcome. So the player, you attempt to pick the intricate lock on the ancient chest. Check. The AI comes back saying you rolled a 14. The tumblers click into place. The lid slowly creaks open. Regular success. But then they go in and do all these other ones. So as you can see, all these samples are taking up a lot of those valuable tokens. So what I was looking for, is there another way? Is there a shorter one? I did find, and I haven't had a chance to test it, but I can show you. Where is my obsidian? So I did find a script that goes in the input and output. So if I come here, so this one's actually called Immersive D20, and it is by Bin Zurit or something like that. And basically it looks in your do action for the words try, attempt, attack, cast, throw, shoot, brace yourself to roll the die. And if you look here, then it's actually using JavaScript, and this is what goes into the input section of your script, and this is what goes into the output section of your script. So here you can see that they're actually giving you a dice rolling mechanic that's done on the back end. So before it actually goes to the AI, so the AI doesn't have to actually see it. And I was thinking maybe we could actually add this into our thing to take a look at it and see how it works. So that's kind of, we're at 24 minutes. I guess we're not going to be doing it today though. So that's probably what we're going to do in the next episode. This episode, I really just wanted to kind of drive home the fact that something like this is not very good for a free account, because that is a ton of AI instructions that is loaded every single time that I send a command. It's taken up a huge chunk of our AI instructions. And then on top of that, I also want to drive home that you definitely want to make sure that your main character, information about your main character that is important. Um, like I might have story cards that might talk more about like what I'm wearing. I could create a, you know, uh, what my appearance is or something like that. And then if I say I'm wearing, and then I would have in the trigger, I'm wearing, you're wearing, I wear, you wear type of thing, so that I could say, I look in the mirror at what I'm wearing. Um, and it would then access that card and say, oh, this is what your current thing is. Then you could always say, okay, I'm changing my clothes, go into the card, change whatever you're wearing, because that's not information that needs to be brought up every single time that you press one of these things. That's something you would want to load on condition. So you really want to kind of control how your story cards are loading the best you can. And that's why I thought it might be kind of fun to look at various scenarios and see how, when I go into a scenario, what I do to go, make sure that it's going to be good for me and hopefully not almost instantly start throwing errors. This one probably will start dumping story cards rather quickly, and there's only two that it really invokes. Um, so that means after those, then it has to start getting rid of information from either your memory or probably these guys. I'm not 100% sure how that works. So anyway, I think that will do for this episode. We're at 26-ish minutes. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a thumbs up down below. Aside from that, comment, like, and subscribe. Click that little notification bell. My throat is dry. Um, Join my Discord channel. A lot better. Let's see. Tell other people about my channel. Have them check it out. If they like what they see, they can sub, or we grow the channel. Everybody wins. I think we're only around 13 away from 2,000 subs, which is epic. I mean, I've been doing YouTube way too long to only be at 2,000 subs, but hey, I love it, and I'm happy that at least I'm growing. So yeah, that is it, my friends. Until next time, I'll be seeing you later. Bye.